Hi, I'm Kelly Ray, and welcome to Only Foods. On my channel, you can get a closer look at me eating all of the foods. I am from Toronto, and I am visiting New York, and I'm on a mission to eat my way through this city. So come with me as I scarf down on food. I love a good meal, and I love a good deal, so come join me on my food tour. So today I'm in the East Village and I am doing the ultimate bang bang by getting an Italian sandwich and Italian dessert. So my dinner, the sandwich is from Russo's and dessert's going to be from Veniero's. Both are located on 11th Street near 1st Avenue and both are over 100 years old. It's nice to see people out on the patios enjoying the mild weather while the snow's still on the ground, but today I'm just going to pick some food up and take it home. Some may say the Veneero's is pretty good, and this caroler and I would have to agree with that. But before we grab our dessert here at Veneero's, we're going to Russo's homemade mozzarella and pasta. An Italian grocery store with fresh pasta, cured meats, and smoked mozzarella. I wanted to eat and buy and devour everything in here, from the cheeses and the sauces to the pastas, but instead I went for a sandwich. I selected a sandwich they call the East Village, which had hot capocollo, hot peppers, and fresh mozzarella. And the fresh mozzarella alone makes me understand how this place has been open since 1908. And then I went right next door, and I truly mean right next door, to Veneer House, which has been open since 1894 and has amazing desserts. Likely best known for their cannolis and their New York Cheesecake, Veneer House is a staple for many people in the area, and to this day is still family owned.
Beautiful. That's a thing of beauty.
Hi. Do you have the half cheesecake, half chocolate mousse slice or no? Yeah? No? Yeah? Can I get a slice of that and the rainbow cake? Yeah. No, that's it. Thanks. Oh look, it's me waiting for my food. Paying for my food and grabbing my food. So get out of here with your Sophie's Choice because I got chocolate mousse and cheesecake wrapped into one dessert. So who knows, maybe there is a God and she suffers from PMS too. I thought I said pasta. Oh right, and I got Kenny a rainbow cookie, rainbow cake, which is his favorite. Okay. I tried to order a Godfather sandwich, but they didn't have that. So instead I got, I don't know, just some sandwich. It was called the East Village. And they sliced it in half. I always like when they do that, when it's like this, you know, so you've got it all wrapped up. Ooh, this looks good. That's a lot, a big cheese layer, which I'm excited about. Okay, here, Kenny. Your half. So, you go? No. I gotta push it. It's got that nice crusty bread. I love sandwiches. I don't mess around. Like, I fuck with sandwiches hard. If I could only have one food for the rest of my life, I always say sandwiches. Okay, first bite. That fresh mozzarella is really good.
It's like artistry, like with these kinds of sandwiches. Like, you know, when I'm at like the deli corner sandwich, I'm like, put everything on that. I want lettuce, tomato, onions, olive oil, vinegar, jalapeno. You know, like when you don't stop it, it's just like the more that you can possibly put on a sandwich.
But then it pulls away from what.
With these kinds of sandwiches, you can't. You get whatever's on the list.
Oh, trust me. When I tried to order the Godfather, like he looked at me, he was like pointed at the board. Oh, are you not doing sandwiches right now? And he just like pointed, like No nonsense. That cheese is amazing. Like the hot peppers, because then it starts to soak into the bread that little bit. It's got that spice. There were ones with balsamic. I would be happy if this was soaked through with balsamic. I wouldn't even care. Sandwiches are the best food. Like if you could only, I'm not saying it's my favorite food in the world, but if I could only have one type of food, I guess that's a broad thing to say.
All I'm saying is Tony Soprano, when he would come into New York City, probably just stop the Russos and have a sandwich. Made his ass back, made his ass back to Newark. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I want to go back and just buy this cheese. I kind of froze because I was like, I went in there wanting to order the Godfather sandwich, and then I just had to order off the menu, but this one seemed, I think any one of them would have been good. I almost went for the caprese, and it would have just been the cheese and the tomato and basil
I would have flipped out.
Yeah, you would.
I would have been like, we came all the way here to get the caprese?
I know, you wouldn't have been as jazzed on that. One of my, last days on Earth, I would have a charcuterie board. But, I guess this is almost like a charcuterie board itself. Maybe a charcuterie board is just a deconstructed sandwich. I've never thought of that before. It's a deconstructed sandwich? Maybe I'm taking this too far. But is a burger a sandwich? That's where things get really, it gets a little too, Bread, good. Hot peppers, great. Meat, good. Cheese, the best. The sandwich was like $9.
$14? Well worth it though.
It's
because the meats are.
The meats are amazing. Everything on here is good. Tip. You have to tip extra right now. And support all your local, this place has been there, since these places have been there forever.
But if that's gone, that's a true treasure of the neighborhood. Since I was a kid, that has been, these are cultural, these are institutions, we used to know the owners because I grew up on 11th Street.
You need spots like that so New York feels like New York.
Kelly, that's where I took you. I like to impress you. I took you to dessert over there to impress you.
You know how to impress me.
You know what I mean? Where does a guy from the Lower East Side take a girl for dessert and for cappuccino? That I like you because I take you there.
We go to Veneero's. Well, if a guy takes you to Veneero's, or if this guy takes you to a Veneero's, it's serious. Speaking of, we still have our dessert to eat. All right, it's time for desserts. They are well known for their cannolis and their cheesecakes, but everything looked amazing. So Kenny got the rainbow cookie, which looks more like a cake, but it's called the rainbow cookie. It's layers of colored cake or cookie, whatever you want to call it, with almond paste and raspberry jam dipped in chocolate. And since they're known for their New York cheesecakes, and I love cheesecake, I went for the cheesecake/chocolate mousse, which, if you know me, you know that I love chocolate mousse, you know that I love cheesecake. Two of the best desserts ever combined into one. Simply the best. Okay, so here it is. So, chocolate mousse, cheesecake, one bite.
Double trouble.
Double your pleasure, double your fun. Also, sometimes I like to take, because it kind of splits off in this really nice way, because it's obviously just layered. So sometimes I just want a piece of the chocolate mousse. Oh my god, it's so good. And then sometimes I just want cheesecake. And then sometimes you want chocolate mousse and cheesecake. It's like insane how perfect that is. I'm sure that they are super busy for Thanksgiving, Christmas, because people like to bring Veneero's desserts to family functions. Having that Veneero's box is like a stamp of approval, like it's going to be a good dessert. Ugh, this is so good. It's very huge though and decadent, but can I try a bite of that?
Mm-hmm.
You want a bite of this? Mm-hmm. All right, I'm gonna have a bite of Kenny's rainbow cake. Many layers. I mean, it's pretty to look at. Mm-hmm. It's good. Not as good as my dessert.
You're talking about it.
All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed this dining experience. I'm gonna have to. I need to make coffee because this is this needed coffee. It's so sweet. I'm definitely a savory over sweet kind of gal, but sometimes you want dessert. I mean, if you're gonna do dessert, do dessert. Alright, well, we'll see you next time on another episode. I feel like Dr. Evil or something when I'm... Yes, hello. We'll see you next time on Only Foods. Honestly, thank you so much for watching. If you could please like and subscribe and let me know where you'd like to see me go next.